In the wake of nationwide protests led by the Gen Zs that entered their fifth week on Tuesday, demonstrators listed demands aimed at restoring trust and accountability among elected leaders and the executive. These demands include the withdrawal of the Finance Bill 2024, removal of cabinet secretaries, reduction of government expenditure and wastage, reconstitution of the IEBC, and increased accountability from government officials. Following weeks of protests, additional demands for criminal justice reforms emerged after at least 50 people were killed and many others injured owing to excessive police force, with others arrested. While President Ruto has met some demands, including disbanding his cabinet, withdrawing the finance bill and signing legislation to reconstitute the IEBC, protests continued, with demonstrators insisting that all demands be met. On Wednesday, the president addressed more demands, including calling for the release of all arrested protesters not implicated in criminal offences. He also directed government agencies to generate a comprehensive report within 30 days on businesses affected by the protests. The president pledged the government's support to the families of those who lost their lives in the protests, urging the police to operate without violating citizens' rights. Police brutality was a top priority in the president's list of demands.
All breaches and violations by police officers must be handled expeditiously through due process, with a view to giving Kenyans a police service that upholds the highest standards of integrity.
To enhance accountability and combat corruption, the president proposed amendments to the Evidence Act to limit investigations and prosecution of corruption and economic crimes to 6 months, and also recommend overhauling of the Witness Protection Act to restore citizen confidence in whistleblowing. For increased accountability, the president set a 90-day time frame for amending the Public Finance Management Act and the Procurement and Disposal Act to close procurement loopholes identified as corruption epicenters.
I have engaged with the parliamentary leadership and asked Parliament to expeditiously pass the Conflict of Interest Bill, with the explicit caveat that I shall veto any bill enacted if it does not establish the highest bar with respect to accountability, integrity, and anti-corruption.
Additionally, President Ruto pledged to work with Parliament to ensure transparency in annual tax expenditure, especially VAT refunds.
Within 90 days, I will be working with Parliament to provide a legislative and regulatory framework to make this process transparent, open, and accountable, with a view to reducing this huge public expenditure and direct savings from this exercise to the productive sectors.
David Kagina, K24 TV, Nairobi.